Hello, everyone. My name is Jie. I'm a postdoc research fellow in UNSW. In the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to give you a brief introduction about the cool roof market in Australia. This is a study based on a survey of Australian cool roof stakeholders. I will start with the background and overview of the study, and then I'll introduce the results we extracted from the survey regarding the size, potential, and limitation of the cool roof market in Australia. We will start with the overview. Cool roofs consist one of the biggest market in the building sector. And according to reports and data, which is a world-leading market research service, in 2020, the global cool roof market had a valuation of $20.5 billion, and it is forecasted to grow to up to 31.6 billion in 2028, with an increase rate close to 5.5% every year. The largest market of cool roof is in North America, followed by Europe, and while the market in Asian Pacific region is expected to grow at the fastest rate of 6.6% per year from 2020 to 2027. From the very beginning of June this year, UNSW conducted a cool roof market research within Australia, and over 10 cool roof stakeholders nationwide have been involved. We conducted 2 rounds of questionnaire survey. We have gathered, for example, the information about cool roof service each stakeholder is providing, the total installation and turnover of each company, as well as the physical, optical, and thermal performance cost of each cool roof product. Yeah, and we have also gathered information about specific cool roof projects each stakeholder has undertaken, as well as they measured cool roof performance on site. The 16 reported cool roof products from 10 stakeholders covers spray, paint, membrane, and metal sheet. Regarding the cool roof service, the 10 stakeholders are providing, all of them are selling cool roof materials. 50% of them installs cool roof. 60% provides cool roof project consultation. For example, the roof inspection, the cool roof strategy design, and product selection, etc. And 50% can also supervise cool roof projects. Secondly, about the size of the cool roof market. In terms of the cool roof installation, there are 6 stakeholders who install cool roofs. As we can see from this figure, 4 started before 2010, having installed around 200,000 to 750,000 square meters of cool roof worldwide, while 2 started in recent years, having relatively less installation. Among these 6 stakeholders, most of them install mainly in Australia, with an international share of less than 10%. Only 1 stakeholder is having the majority of the installation in the international market, accounting for 75% of its overall installation. On average, each stakeholder installs around 13,000 square meters of cool roof in Australia every year. In terms of cool roof selling market, the annual sales volume of 14 products has been collected. The average annual turnover is around 11 million Australian dollars. And other figures were provided in the quantity of annual sales. The average annual sales volume for these products in Australia is around 15,000 tons. And next, about the potential of the cool roof market. Most cool roofs have solar reflectance and emissivity both over 80%. And based on our previous energy and mesoscale simulation results, they can lead to substantial cooling performance when applied in a city. And the average cost of the 14 cool roof products is around 13 Australian dollars per square meter. Given the increasing concerns about urban overheating, measures have been undertaken in parts of New South Wales to promote cool roofs, while the use of dark roofs is completely banned in, for example, Western Sydney. It is foreseen that cool roofs will be included as an effective energy conservation technology in the new building code, which will skyrocket the market of the cool roof products. In parallel, the very fast increase of the market in Asian Pacific region offers tremendous new opportunities for Australian cool roof industries. Very lastly, about the limitation of the market. We have observed a lack of standardized accreditation among the cool roof products. The reported optical properties and thermal performance of various products were either, for example, obtained from university labs, commercial labs, or even foreign institutions. Without a standardized accreditation, it will be hard to compare the efficiency of the products, which will largely reduce the reliability of the product when being considered by consumers. At the meantime, most of the cool roof products in Australian market remain the first or second generation of the cool roof materials. If we recall the cool material technology presented by Professor St. Morris just now, we find that the overall market in Australia lacks the integration of cutting-edge cool roof technologies, which can be a huge barrier in its competitiveness in the near future, especially when new cool material companies are emerging in Asian Pacific market. For example, those manufacturing radiative cooling materials, which is the material Professor St. Morris just talked about, and which just came out from lab, has really good cooling performance. And meanwhile, due to the high reflectance of the current cool roofs, which might cause glare to the surrounding residents, they lack good acceptability in certain regions. And the market also lacks traceable performance database of cool roof products and cool roof projects, which can be a barrier for long-term study and evaluation of cool roofs. To conclude, cool roofs consist one of the biggest markets in building sector, and the cool roof market has an increase rate close to 5.5% every year. UNSW conducted a cool roof market research in Australia, and over 10 cool roof stakeholders nationwide have been involved. We have presented volume of cool roof installation and selling market nationwide and internationally. We believe there is a huge potential for Australian cool roof stakeholders and also the Australian cool roof market, because in terms of product, most cool roofs have solar reflectance and emissivity over 80%. And in terms of the background, the promotion of cool roof in Australia is expected, and the quick growth of Asian Pacific market offers tremendous new opportunities for the Australian cool roof industries. But we also observed some limitations of the market, including the lack of standardized accreditation, cutting-edge products, market acceptability in certain regions, and the traceable performance database, etc. Yeah, that's all about our findings in the study of cool roof market in Australia. And any comments or discussion is welcome in the discussion time. Thank you very much.